against the Dark Lords who had wronged him, and those that tasted the bite of his sword named him the Doomslayer.
Where's FDR? All right, let's talk about speed reload now. All right, when that over-under shotgun goes down, that gunfire, what's your first shot? Well, you keep feeding that shotgun. Simple principles, okay? You don't have to be a rocket scientist to run a shotgun. You just gotta be a big monkey with a little bit of brains behind you. So you keep feeding that shotgun with that double-aught buck, you're gonna be good to go. Get back in that gunfight. Okay, it's that simple. All right. Listen, I know you're on the toilet. I know you're taking a dump. You're clearing out your bowels in the morning. Listen, I've been there. It's where I respond to in my comment section, as I'm on the toilet also. But make sure you do something very important for me. Make sure you like and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Your comments actually mean a lot to me. I love reading them if they're stupid or if they're funny. You guys are always down there and you make me happy and proud of you, unlike your parents. So get down there. Gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, the Talking Balaclava. Today we're going over the Olympia shotgun. We all know it and love it from Call of Duty Black Ops. Why am I doing this? Well, it's like 12 years too late and $1 short. But I don't care. It's my YouTube channel. I can do whatever I want. And I was in the mood to show off this shotgun. It originally came as one of those hunting shotguns, but I had a professional gunsmith chop down the barrel and make it 18 inches or 18.1 inches, whatever the legality is. ATF, please don't shoot my dog. Don't shoot me down. Don't shoot me down. I got a wife and kid on Ruby Ridge. Please don't shoot me down. Don't shoot me down. I'll tell you about a story on Ruby Ridge. Anyway, it's essentially what I wanted to do, and I think it turned out great. Got a little leather saddle to it. Now, this is a Turkish shotgun. I snagged this shotgun for cheap. It was just a quick, easy pickup. I couldn't refuse it, and I was like, you know what? I've always liked the Olympia from Black Ops, and so I want to LARP it for the YouTube channel, and we'll have a YouTube channel to do it on, so buckle up, bucko. We're going for a ride. As I was saying, the barrel is chopped down to 18.1 inches or whatever the legality is. They double checked. What's important is that this was done by a professional gunsmith, someone that knew what they were doing, or at least I think they did. And if you want to be someone like that, where you know what you're doing around guns, the Sonoran Desert Institute is going to be the place for you. Get your gunsmithing on, learn the ins and outs, a great way to break into the firearms industry and help out dum-dums such as myself, because I'm just a big chimp running around the flat range and I don't know a lot about guns. Chances are you probably know more than I do. Well, I mean, I know a bit about guns, but for the sake of the ad, tell them I sent you. There's gonna be a link in the description down below. Hi everyone, I'm Liam McCluskey and you're watching the Misplaced Weapons channel. Today, we're going over a Turkish-made over-under. One thing about double-barreled shotguns, now this is a over-under as opposed to a side-by-side, is that, well, they have a very popular place within the uneducated gun crowd. We have our sleepy Uncle Joe telling us, you run out to the porch, fire off both barrels, and that'll scare the bad guy away. And while that may, technically speaking, that may technically work, but it's not the best, most sound advice, and it may actually get you in more trouble in the court of law. But that being aside, what is their place within your collection? Well, I'm not here to sell anything. I'm not here to say, hey, go out and buy one by any means. I'm here just to show it off, have a little bit of fun, because I can. If you want to spice things up in your gun vault bedroom, then you can. It's essentially all it boils down to. I had no desire, of course, to really shoot, trap, and skeet. I have nothing against it, but if that's your prerogative, by all means, get out there and have a good time. Truly thinking about why I wanted to make this video was just to reference Call of Duty Black Ops yet again. I was overdue on my quarterly Call of Duty reference, so I had to make a video about Call of Duty, and of course going back to one of my favorites, Black Ops. Not Black Cops, Black Ops. Big difference. Now, the particular designer of this over-under was Amir Osman. He studied in the Istanbul. It's nice to break out the neck gaiter for a change. I feel like I've been hitting the balaclava pretty hard and she's pretty tapped out. Shotguns have a very long and rich history, but also very simple. You go back in time to the smoothbore muskets, you pack in your wad and load, and then you disperse whatever caliber you have in there. And if you're feeling creative, you throw some smaller pellets in there and you use that to make a quasi shotgun. Use your blunderbuss, fill it with whatever you can find around there if you run out of lead, and you have a pretty creative, lethal weapon. Good for sweeping the decks of ships and stuff like that. Fast forward, and then the shotgun becomes an iconic piece of Americana. I'd say that side-by-side shotgun becoming the stagecoach gun. Eventually gets chopped down, and you have what people pretty much recognize the classic, iconic, sawed-off side-by-side shotgun, and or cut down. That side-by-side coming into its own in that Wild West cowboy era, you know, the 1860s to 1890s, been in by the 1890s, start getting those pump guns and lever guns, and the shotgun kind of comes into its own. But in the heyday of the side-by-sides, at least you had that, right? And it's kind of like a force multiplier on top of your handgun and lever gun. One important feature to show off is the diamond checkering on the wooden handguards, a really popular design amongst the American marketplace. Over-under has its benefits against these side-by-side. My wife's grandpa actually gave me a side-by-side as a gift, and I was greatly appreciative, except the gun's kind of old and decrepit. Actually, grab it for you real quick. So here's my wife's grandpa's side-by-side he gave to me. You can notice one glaring issue is that a hammer back here is broken. I was messing around with it and I was pulling the hammer back on it. And this is like, I was like, you know what, I'll take it out and I'll shoot it. And then the hammer broke right off. And I was like, you know what, never mind. This is gonna be a sick little wall hanger from this perspective. So, you know, big thank you to him. But sadly, I just don't feel safe clacking it off. He'd probably call me a Nance for not wanting to shoot it. But I mean, I'll let him do it if he wants to. Engineering School of the Arts. And he later picked up an interest in mechanical engineering and firearms. Now the over-under I got here, yet again, very simple. It's coming back to my roots of getting acquainted to it. I never would have snagged something like this if it was over the price point I bought it for, which is cheap. It was in the low hundreds. So I snagged it for, you know, a steal of a deal. If they were like, hey, do you want to buy a sporting over-under for like $1,200? Like, no, I don't. This city. Now, of course, the over-under and side-by-sides became iconic in first-person shooters. The side-by-side ranging back to the days of Doom, and it had that meta double-barreled shotgun. I know Blue Gene Operator has his sick side-by-side, so I love that guy. Maybe him and I could compete with we can do a side-by-side and over-under. At Blue Gene Operator, if you're watching this, I'm coming for you. POV, you are looking at an over-under shotgun sawed to 18.1 inches. Now, in the Call of Duty genre, whatever video game genre you're playing with, the side-by-side shotgun or over-under shotgun is typically going to be that sporty type class where they really buff the damage because you only have 2 rounds to use and it's a slow reload. But you get that trade-off of high damage, low reload, and a little bit of a sportsmanship to it. And that's kind of indicative of what it is to real life. It's more of the sportsman's gun. You don't see SWAT teams at the ready in the stack and they all have side-by-sides and over-unders. But no, it's a sportsman's gun. And so it's fun to see when it pops up in pop culture, seeing how it's used in you know, the video game wars of Call of Duty and how it's kind of integrated there. Intruder alert! Gentlemen, shotguns are cool, but you know what's cooler is being in shape and being healthy. When it comes to physical fitness, it is a culmination of all the smaller details. Working out, nutrition, diet, all these things work together to make you the most in shape human biomechanic trash. One such way that you can stay in shape and compound success, Cacao Bliss, Cacao, Croatoa, Coca-Cola, is this chocolate blend. Essentially, this is a nutrition-packed blend that you can add to protein smoothies, coffee, milk, and it adds a little bit of flavor, but it is packed with nutrition. I'm not getting any younger, and if you're like me who's just getting older and more decrepit, what you put in your body really does matter. We're not gonna stay young and eating In-N-Out forever. So stuff like this helps out a lot. So go check them out. Big thank you to them for being another sponsor of this episode. Cacao, bliss. Now, of course, have side-by-sides and over-unders been used in modern conflicts, ranging from World War I to World War II to even now by partisans and people that just need something to defend themselves with? Absolutely I do, 9,000%. With the statistical probability of it existing, with conflict existing, 9,000%, something like this is gonna end up in the hands of someone that needs to defend their life and freedom. Is it the greatest tool to do that? Absolutely not, absolutely not. I would not want to go into war with a side-by-side or over-under shotgun. There is no way, no how I'd want that. Would I recommend this to you? No, I don't care what you buy. I don't care how you spend your money. I'm gonna make YouTube content regardless of what you think. Now, this could be a really cool little survival camping gun because you could have your birdshot, your buckshot, your slugs. You're out there hunting for birds, fending off skinwalkers and homeless bandits that don't have good armament, fighting off bears, stuff like that. This could be a good tool to help keep a low profile out in nature. Now, of course, if you are someone who doesn't care about that, and of course, if you want to rock your battle rifle in the mountains, by all means do that. Here at Administrative Results, we love mountains and battle rifles. So get out there and live your wildest dreams. Gentlemen, I think I've covered everything I wanted to cover with this over-under. So I'm gonna wrap it up. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you're liking and subscribing. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know how your day's going. I really appreciate that. If you want to support the channel in any way, shape, or form, we have Patreon as well as merchandise. Patreon is a great way. Get in there. We have a Discord. We stay up late. We talk about girls. Guys are playing video games in there. I try and play games, but then I get caught up by real life. As always, gentlemen, stay easy, stay breezy. I'll catch you guys on the flip. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not feeling too hot today, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna throw this in the bloopers or not, but I feel like a little weird chest cold thing going on. I don't think it's COVID. The big woo flu. But if you are a sad musician like Kurt Cobain, this is an excellent tool for you to pick up. I kind of stole that joke from Charlie. He's pretty funny.
Where's FDR?
Honestly, after this, yeah.